Hello my beautiful geeks, how is everybody doing today, and welcome to the Geek Fortress. You saw that correctly. Continuing in my series of tier list making, today we're going to be ranking the Dead by Daylight killers. Now, keep in mind, Dead by Daylight is one of those games that it's, to some people, what one person might find an S, other people may find a D. So as per usual, these were strictly my opinion. So if you disagree with me or you agree with me, either way, let me know in the comments section below, because I would love to hear it. Now, I'm going to try not to be too biased just because I really love some killers and some others I really hate to go up against. So I'm basically going to count some perks, probably going to throw in there a couple of how much people use them, or if the character would be a bit toxic. So those are kind of going to be the ground rules as to how I'm going to judge them. So keeping that in mind, and without any further ado, let's get right into it. Alright, so right off the bat, we're going to start with the Trapper. Now, the Trapper, loosely based on Jason Voorhees, because they do not have the rights to Jason yet. Hopefully they'll get them. It's a really good killer to kind of get started with, in my opinion. If you are not sure whether you are going to main anybody else, or if you haven't gotten all the DLC, this is a good killer to get your feet wet with. Pretty simple concept. You leave trapper rounds, people step on them, they get hurt, you smack them. I have seen some really good trappers who have it down to a science where to put these traps so that they get the survivor, and it ends horribly when they know how to do that. His perks are alright, nothing really crazy, but I think it's one of those killers that you definitely have to try at least once. I also love the outfits that he has, especially the Krampus one. So if you guys haven't tried them, I do recommend that you do. I'm going to put him in the B rank because he's not bad, but he's also not top tier. Right up next, we have the Hillbilly. Now, the Hillbilly, I used to hate the Hillbilly just because I don't like chainsaw killers. So what I didn't like was the fact that they could down you, but after Bubba came out, I realized that this guy, it's a lot easier to maneuver around and get around. Literally, all you have to do is step a little to the side, and he will not get you with the chainsaw. So, if you are a Hillbilly who can actually control him very nice and knows how to use his perks and everything, it's a really, really, really good killer. Not the worst, but I don't hate him as much as I hate Bubba, the cannibal, Leatherface. So for that reason, he's also going to go into the B category. Right up next, we have the Wraith. Messed up backstory. A lot of these killers have messed up backstories, but this one right here, it's just like, wow. Seriously, if you have the chance, go read his story and find out what his weapon is, and you're going to be like, I love him. I love the fact that he can appear and reappear. Some of the add-ons that he has and the perks that he has are really, really good and beautiful. There's something about being able to show up behind one of the survivors and scaring the holy bejesus out of them. I just love it. I just think that that adds to the scare factor of the game. And I feel like if I don't see the killer, I'm constantly looking around me, and then I'm going to mess up the generator most likely, because if I see a shadow or a crow, I'm going to get scared. So he recently got a buff where he got true invisibility, so now it's a lot harder to spot him. And then with the silent wailing bell that you can add on to him, and a whole bunch of really cool add-ons such as the ones that let you see the state of a generator in different colors depending on if you are cloaked, he could be a beast. So for that reason, I'm going to put him in the A category. Right up next, we have the Nurse. I personally don't use the Nurse. I don't like to use the Nurse. I don't like the way she moves. I don't like the way she works, but she has a beautiful perk called Nurse's Calling, which I use in some of my killers, which is really good because you can see when survivors are healing, and it works with her even better because she can teleport and go through things. So if you have her and you can teleport to that survivor healing, guess what? You're gonna hit him. You're gonna down them. I personally don't use her, but I've seen people who have wrecked with her. So I definitely think that she's up there. Just because I don't use her, again, I'm not gonna judge her based on that. I'm gonna judge on how good I've seen people can be with them. So for that reason, I'm definitely gonna put her in the A category. Michael Myers, the Shape. Now, a lot of people are probably gonna disagree with me, but I think he's one of the best killers in the game. People say that he might be a little OP. Some other people say that he's too easy. whatever. I've seen people, I've played against people, he's one of my mains that I'm looking at them and they just stand there and let me get up my tier. So, sure. A lot of people say that he's like an automatic no-ed because of all the add-ons that he has, as well as having basically a Mori automatically because of the Myers Tombstone that you can add on to him, which basically lets you kill anybody once you hit tier 3. And if you that add with an infinite tier 3 perk, yeah, you have... It's gonna be hard. Definitely one of those killers. Tier 1, you cannot see him, hear him. You maybe could hear the breathing like the... You know? But you have to make sure you look around you. And then we have the whole thing with Scratch Mirror Michael. If you do know what that is, look it up. So for that reason alone, I think he's a really high level killer. If you don't agree with me, I'm sorry, but I do believe that he is up there in the S rank. Right up next, we have the Hag. Now, the Hag. I was using the Hag for a while. I was trying to get better with her, and she could be nasty. Like, some of the add-ons that she has and things like that are beautiful. Are truly, truly beautiful. I have seen Hags who have destroyed me, and I have also seen Hags who just kind of teleport whenever a trap is activated. The fact that her traps can be deactivated with a flashlight, or if you walk slowly over them, does kind of give her like a little power down, in my opinion. But if you know how to use her and you know how to control the map with her, she is really, really tough to beat. I've gotten my booty kicked by some of them who are like level 1s, who are really freaking good, and all I can say is respect. Respect. So she's gonna go in the B category. Right up next, we have El Doctor. A lot of people hate this guy. I love playing him. I personally really like him. I do a Whispers combo with him, and as soon as my Whispers 3 lights up, I know that I have to do my Static Blast. People hate that. I love it. But yeah, some people don't like him because it's kind of hard to get away from him, especially if you are trying to hide, and then he can just do the Static Blast, and then he'll find you, unless you hide in a locker, which actually kind of helps me sometimes, because if I do my Static Blast and I have Whispers and my Whispers is lit up, I know that you're hiding in a locker. So maybe that's one of the reasons why people don't really like the Doctor, or like to rather go up against the Doctor. My friend Badges, a friend of mine, Twitcher, he hates him. He hates him more than Bubba. I guess he hasn't faced enough Leatherfaces, but I like him. He's not top tier, of course. Some of his moves may be a little cheap. They may come as cheap. It's not one of those that you truly need a lot of skills to use, to be honest. And yes, this comes from some guy who uses him, but I like him. I like his story. I like his look. I like his outfits. But he's definitely not top tier. So for that reason alone, I'm just gonna go ahead and put him in the B category. The Huntress. Now, I always say this about the Huntress. Either you're really, really good with the Huntress, or you are really, really bad. There's no middle ground. With other killers, you're like, okay, they're okay, right? But with the Huntress, either you get me from across the map, and I fall down with one of your axes, or you miss every single throw. I think she's one of those really, really good killers that if you get really good with her, you will honestly own any match. And then, of course, there's the added that adds to the creepiness, which I really, 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 really love. She does have the iridescent heads add-on that makes the hatch a one-hit down, but that recently got nerfed, so that upset some people. But at the same time, I think it's fair. If she has a one downer, it better be just the one that she can hit you with, you know? It used to be, I think it let you have 2 more, but now they put it down to, I think only, it gives you 1 extra. So I think you can only have 3 now. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, if you are a Huntress main, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But I've gotten hit by her from across the world. I don't know how. I'm guessing what people run is, they usually run barbecue and chili, and then they run Iron Maiden. So they see you come out of the locker, and they see you with barbecue and chili, and then they just throw the hatch that way, the hatchet, and then they get you. When they're good, they will get you. There's no way of escaping her. So For that reason, I'm gonna put her in the S rank. You, sir, can go yourself. Right up next, we have the Nightmare, Freddy Krueger. Freddy. Oh, Freddy. When he started, he was bad. You had to get people to fall asleep before you could do anything. Now there's a timer that you fall asleep automatically after a while, and then there's an alarm that you have to wake up with. Or if your teammate wakes you up with it, you know? As per Dead by Daylight official behavior and everything, he's the most used killer. He's the one that people use the most. He has a reach like a Mofo for some reason. I mean, for a guy whose knife hands are like about that long, he can get you far. And then he also is getting, or already got, a nerf at the time of this video, where now he can put less blood puddles. It used to be a lot more, but now they diminished it. So Freddy mains are kind of upset about that. Is he a good killer? He could be. I don't think he's top tier though. I really don't. I think people who know how to use him can use him very well. And if you know how to place your blood circles, I just said it and I forgot what they're called. You can get far with him. And then the fact that he can teleport to generators has scared the crap out of me so many times. So he has potential to be really, really good. But is he like top tier, top honcho? I don't think so. So for that reason, I'm going to go ahead and put him in the B category. I went there. Right up next, we have the Pig. Based on, well, not based on, after Saw. One of the characters from Saw. If you've seen the movie, you know exactly who it is. It's Amanda, dresses as the Pig, works for Jigsaw. I like the sneaky factor for her. I see a lot of people having trouble though doing the launch thing that she does, like to jump at you. And the sneaky factor it's okay. I mean, I like that she goes down. I've tried using her. I personally don't find her easy to use, but some people love her, so more power to you. I really don't use her much, but based on what I've seen, I definitely think that she's an okay killer. I mean, honestly, I'm gonna put her in the C, because the fact that you know what? Because here's the thing. The whole thing that adds traps to the head does help her a lot, so it kind of puts pressure on the players to go change it and everything, to go get him off. So I'm actually going to bump her up to a B. Yeah, the Clown. Recently got a really nice buff with 2 different bottles that he can use in order to affect a survivor. I personally don't like him. The best thing that came out of that chapter, in my opinion, was the survivor, Kate. She's my favorite survivor. I don't like him. I don't like the way he looks. I don't like the way he talks. I don't like his mores. I don't like anything about him. And I haven't really seen anything that screams out to me, oh my god, people are really good with this guy. You're good with him, you're good with him, but you haven't really done anything special. And that's not an attack to Clown mains at all. At any point, I'm not attacking anybody. Unless you use Bubba. But it's just not anything that makes me go, ooh, Clown, that was a good Clown. Not really. Not really. He does have a couple of cool outfits, like the chicken one, and then the elephant one, the masked one, whose name I'm forgetting. So, I mean, for that reason, I like him. But he's gonna go in the C category. Right up next, we have the Spirit. Now, the Spirit has a super sad story. I really like her. I wish I was better with her. I've seen people who are just wow with her. Like she would show up out of nowhere in a generator with her facing power, and it's amazing. Some people trick you into thinking she's facing, but she's actually not facing, so that's really good. I haven't played her too much. I really want to get better with her. I really do, because I think she has some really cool perks and some add-ons which are really nice. So I really should play her more. I started to, but I haven't really gotten around to playing her more. But I've seen some that are really freaking good with her. With the backstory, the way she looks and everything, she's definitely one of my favorite killers out there, even though I don't use her that much. So I'm definitely going to give her, with all of that put together, I'm going to put her in the A category. Right up next, we have Legion. Legion. So there's this thing about Legion mains that they always put you in the mending status and then they just leave you. I still don't know why they do that, but it is arguable that you could do that with a little Nurse's Calling, and it's a good combo. The fact that they can run through pallets, bolt them, and everything, it is a really cool add-on. I like the idea of him, but I don't think I think he needs some sort of rework. Don't ask me what exactly, but I think he needs a rework. He does. But he has a really cool Robbie the Rabbit outfit from Silent Hill, so that's a plus. I really like that. I started playing with him. I wanted to get really good with him. And that's actually going to be a future cosplay of mine in a convention. I actually made the mask already. This is what it looks like right here. I made this mask right here, so I'm excited about that. And yeah, I mean, I don't have much to say. Some people are good with him. It's always the same gameplay, though. It doesn't keep you on your toes. You know exactly what they're going to do, so... For that reason, I'm going to put them in the C category. Put them, excuse me, in the C category. Right up next, we have the Plague. The Plague. Not that many people I see that play the Plague are super good. Pretty simple. You know, you get your power up, you get the red vomit, you down people. I like her lantern, her weapon. I think it's different. It's unique. Nobody else has a weapon like that, you know? Is she something that will... I like the way she looks. I like some of her outfits. But I don't think she's, like, something super phenomenal in my humble opinion. But if you main her, please, let me know why you build this, because I would love to try her out again someday. So, for that reason, I'm going to go ahead and put her in the C category. Ghostface. Now, I love Ghostface. Again, I love the fact that you can sneak up to a survivor and scare the living crap out of them. I think that's what makes the game scary, just like Michael. When you play against a Michael and a Ghostface, I think that's true horror right there. And I like that about this game. That's when I really stay up in my toes, and I'm scared constantly because I don't know where that person is going to come from. So, Ghostface, between the add-ons that he has, like all ears, where he can see people when they do a fast action, you can see them through the walls. I think that's a fantastic perk. Along with the being able to expose people, kind of like Michael, but not really, because you can get put out of it. If somebody looks at you, you get kicked out of that shroud. So, not as good as Michael's, but also not bad at all. So, I definitely think he's a really good killer. He has the potential to be fantastic. If you're good with him, you're good with him. I don't like the fact that people abuse the up and down, because then they teabag you with him. But I guess survivors can be pretty toxic as well. So, with that said, I really like him. I really think he's top tier. So, he's going to go in the S category for me. Demogorgon. What? Demogorgon. Demogorgon? Demogorgon. 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 I can't speak today. This guy right here. He's okay. I don't think he's the best thing. I mean, I like the fact that he can teleport through the upside down to different worlds. I've seen people who are really good with him, but I've seen people who are also really bad with him. Nothing out of this world. I think he could be better. Maybe he needs a rework as well. Yeah. He's gonna go in the C category. The Oni, I hate this mofo so much. I hate his and I hate when he goes Super Saiyan and all that. When he gets his bang and he downs you, man, that's it. You know? If you know how to use him, if you can steer him, because he's like a freaking truck, he can be really good. So he has the potential to be one of the best killers in the game. He's got some good add-ons. He can follow your blood, so that's pretty cool. You'll leave behind trails of blood, so he's bound to find you. So, yeah. He's okay. I really like him. I'm going to put him in the B category. The Death Slinger. I love this guy. I love his visuals. I love what he does. I love everything about him. I've seen some people who are wow with him. If you get that aiming down, even when you have survivors teabagging you at the door, you can pull him back and then just hold him till the entity takes him, and it's a beautiful thing. Definitely top tier for me. I really like him. He's gonna go in the S category. Right up next, we have Pyramid Head. Silent Hill is one of my favorite games ever, one of my favorite horror franchises. If you haven't seen, I did do a tier list of all the Silent Hill games. I put a card right above somewhere, so you guys can go check that out as well. And I think he's good. I don't know, something feels off about him, but I like his movement. I like his perks. And I definitely like the way he looks and his power. I call he leaves the poop behind, and then when he puts you in the cage of torment. Nothing super fancy though, nothing really great, but I have seen some pyramid heads who are fantastic. I haven't really seen any bad pyramid heads, to be honest with you. Either you're either good or you're new with him and you're doing okay. That's what I've seen, you know. But I like him. I like pyramid head. I don't main him. I started to, but I stopped. I definitely like him. I think he has the potential to be really, really good if you know how to use him. So he's gonna go in the A category. The Blight. So here's the thing. It could be argued that the Blight is really freaking good because of the speed boost he gets and then the jumping back and forth. I haven't really gone against a Blight who has made me question why I play the game. That hasn't happened yet. Knock on wood. But I'm sure it will happen someday. As of right now, I've never used him. I don't like his look. I don't like his story. Best thing we got out of him again was Felix. So a lot of these guys, the best thing we got out of them was a survivor. So I like him. Some of his perks, okay. Like I'm forgetting right now, but the one that lets you transfer the a lead totem to another one and another one, that's really good if you're running a know-it. But if you have a good group of survivors who is running around and destroying all the totems, that's not really gonna be that helpful. So he has potential to be better, but for me, he's a C. Twins. See, I see how this was a good idea on paper, and I'm not gonna lie, Victor does scares me when he comes out. He's like, but there was something missing. She just creeps me out. The whole idea of them creep me out. Still better than Bubba though, so I would much rather face her than Bubba. By the way, spoiler alert, Bubba is the only one who's gonna be in the D category, so you know that she's at least gonna be a C. I haven't really seen anybody play her that much, to be honest with you. Even when she came out, I think I only got like one game with her. Even in the PTB, people were not really playing her. Yeah, people don't like her. So hopefully she gets something that makes her really not attractive like that, but you know, attract more people. Maybe she'll get a Chucky skin or something like that. Chucky and Tiffany or something along those lines. But for right now, she's gonna be a heavy C for me. Trickster. If you haven't seen my video of me reacting to the reveal trailer, make sure you check that. I'm gonna put a card right above. Trickster is really good. He has potential. He has really good potential to be really good. A lot of people don't like him. I really like him. I like his power. I like the knives. I like the idea of having control like that of a crowd. It's a good, really good character controller. And then Starstruck. It's a really good perk, which I'm actually leveling him up right now because I really want that perk. It exposes everybody when you're in a certain area, radius, I guess the word would be, when you down somebody and pick somebody up. So that's really good. It's a really good way to stop body blocking. So he came with some really good things. I like his backstory. Some people say that he doesn't belong in the game because he's too pretty. I beg to differ. I think he belongs. And I think he's a really good one, and he has the potential to become the best. So fight me, but I'm going to put him in the A category. But what do you guys think about my tier list? Which one would be your pick? I'm going to put a link down below for the site and the link so you guys can go do this yourself, share with your friends if you want to share with them, and make your own tier list. If you guys enjoyed this video, guys, please don't forget to like and consider to subscribe. It's free. It helps the channel out, and it helps me out as well, get a little more exposure out there. So I would really appreciate it. Please feel free to let me know in the comment section below how wrong or right I am, or to let me know if you're a Bubba main, how Bubba should be an S. Please, I would like to hear it all. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. I hope you guys had a fantastic day, evening, afternoon, whenever you're watching this. I hope you're having a good one. As per usual, you guys have been awesome. Do me a favor, guys. Stay awesome and geek on. Until the next time, this is your boy Louis saying, I'll see you in the fall.